Welcome to the Solemn Vanguard channel. Today we had quite the eventful stream, and so of course we have to be talking about it. Now first, if you haven't entered a giveaway yet for some sweet playmat, do so at the link in the description. It's to promote my brand new song Melody of Death coming out at the end of this month. So enter, maybe win. And of course, if you want to buy any playmats, you can use the code Solemn at zerodamagegaming.com. Look how beautiful they are. Anyway, let's get into the stream reveals. So we have Chain Bolt Dragon, a double rare for Narukami. Auto on view and place. Look at 7 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with Vanquisher in its card name from among them and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Auto when bound from hand during your turn, you may call this card to R. So this is a very good card for Vanquisher. First of all, it looks for your Vanquisher, and misriding really hurts in this deck. You always use the attack extending grade 3, I think it's Jaggy Shot, and that has been key, but you never ever want to ride it. You always want to ride your Vanquisher. So now that you have a Searcher for it, and then it's also an attack extender on top of that, that is crazy. You know, you tend to use the grade 2 for that, Chatura. You have your grade 2 that creates attacks, you have your grade 3 that creates attacks. Chatura is usually your target to be bound during those attacks to then be called, and now you have yet another one. So that is really just a huge consistency buff. I think this card is amazing. Then we have Rock Climb Dragon. At the end of the battle, it attacked. If your Vanguard is Dragonic Vanquisher, retire this unit, draw a card, bind the card from your hand, choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards, and bind it. That's a mouthful. This is essentially a better version of the grade 2 that we already have in this deck, because this just does more. This is like, oh yeah, remember that rare or common we had in Dragon's Vanity? How about we give you the exact same card, but more? That's what this card is. We yeet that cheap version out of the deck and put this one in. Sadly, that's going to increase the cost of the deck, but it is what it is. This card is insanely good. And then we have the card we've been waiting for, of course. Dragonic Vanquisher Full Bronto. So continuous on V, this unit is also regarded as Dragonic Vanquisher. That's funny. That's just getting around the issue that you need Dragonic Vanquisher. And then auto on V when placed, all of your front row units get power plus 10k. So this is not replacing your Vanquisher, at least. This is just still decent to ride. But then we have the second skill. Auto when bound from hand during your turn. If your Vanguard is Dragonic Vanquisher, discard a card from your hand, write this card as stand, and this unit gets drive -1 until end of turn. During that turn's end phase, you cannot get an imaginary gift XL, and at the end of that turn, write a grade 3 from your soul as rest. This ability may only be used by a card with the same card name once a turn. So what this essentially does is create attack extension as we already had. You know, you have your 2, now 3 cards that bind during your battle phase and then create attacks out of that. Usually it was always creating rearguard attacks out of that. Now you get Vanguard attacks out of that. So that is absolutely crazy. Now you can literally go rear. Oh, here's a Vanguard. Van, rear. Like, whew. This is gonna crush some souls. This is really good. Like, even if you don't max this one out because you still want to ride the other one first, having just a couple of these to push it over the edge is gonna be insane. So this is very strong. It's also gonna be interesting because the amount of orders in which you can attack in Narukami now is pretty cool. Like, standard often gets flack for having very simple turns, and it always has had those because, you know, there's just a lack of combo, lack of pieces and so forth. But now you really gotta like start considering. You have what, 3 attack extending rear guards, you have a bunch of things that can be extended into because they all get the skill now, and then you also have this one. It is not strictly better than your Vanquisher because your other Vanquisher is a continuous power boost and this is a when placed. So it's gonna be really interesting to figure out, depending on your hand, depending on your board state, how you are gonna sequence all these attacks to maximize the amount of damage you're doing. So I really like this. This is a really cool card. However, that is not all. If you saw the title of this video, you know there's something else. And some people are gonna love this, and some people are gonna hate this. We have a new set announcement. Now, this is a set for January and then another set for February. So it looks like, even though we likely get Overdress information in January, Overdress isn't coming instantly yet. Because these aren't, like, these are still just old season stuff. This is still reprints and so forth. We'll get to that. But so, even if we get information about Overdress in January, which we likely will because usually product streams are in January, this at least tells us that Overdress isn't coming yet. We have other sets after the Bermuda one. At least that's what it looks like. We are getting Clan Selection Plus, a new special series. So if you don't know special series, Premium Collection, Revival Collection, those were special series. They tend to help a lot of clans at once. Usually they don't have a bunch of garbage commons. And so as you can see, we get Chaos Breaker back. Now this other ghosty lady doesn't look like Demetria to me. Maybe it is, but it looks like we have Grand Blue support in here. That makes me very excited. Then we have some Narukami goodness. What is his name again? God damn, I'm forgetting. Some people are going to be heartbroken. We are getting some retrains again, even before Overdress. But the big news to me is that we are getting Chaos Breaker. People have been saying for so long, oh yeah, Bushiroad even said they'd never bring Lock to Standard. First of all, Bushiroad never said that. The amount of people making shit up about what Bushiroad said is ridiculous. But anyway, Bushiroad never said that. However, just because Chaos Breaker is coming back doesn't mean that Lock is back. But it is very possible. I will say that. I don't think they have the balls to go, oh, here's all your Star Vader stuff. Oh yeah, here's a new mechanic for it. I don't know about that. If anything, this could be a way to go like, hey, here's some locking. I know you guys don't like it, but good news, it will only last 2 months because here's Overdress. I'm not saying that's gonna happen. We have no confirmation of that, but this is a risk, you know. There's a lot of people who hate lock and hate Star Vader and Chaos because of it. And then there's people who love it. I, for one, don't really care. But holy hell, this is a bombshell. Now, these clan selection pluses, because yes, we are getting 2. As you can see, we also see Jewel Knights getting some love. We also see Hanzo coming randomly back. There are 2, and they are reprinting cards on top of retrains as well. So the promos that we all have been crying about are actually getting reprinted here. Now, one thing to note, we don't know if it's all. We just saw a few, like the Claret Sword one. So in Volume 1, we have support for Angels, Shadows, Golds, Tachi, Mura, Naru, Link, DI, Gears, Granblue, Megas, and Neos. So that first one with Granblue, ooh, interesting. And in Volume 2, we have Royals, OTT, Genesis, Kagero, Nuba, Novas, DP, Spikes, Pale Moon, Bermuda, Aqua, and Great Nature. So both sets have something for me, probably for you as well, because they're chock full of clans. So I really like these types of sets. Like the best thing about G-Era, like one of the best things about G-Era, next to like, let's say G-Guardians, was always the Fighters collections because everyone suddenly got support. Now we seem to get that again, so that's really cool. And again, we're getting some reprints in here, allegedly as well. Like we saw the Claret Sword one, for example. I'm just wondering how they're gonna do it. Like Granblue needs Samurai Spirit, I guess. I'm hoping that's in here. I hope every clan basically gets the promos that they're still missing, but I doubt it. Regardless, I don't know. This is a bombshell, you know. We knew nothing about what would come after the Bermuda set. Some people were saying, oh, Overdress comes straight after. Others were thinking it would be something else. Clearly, it is something else. We're not getting instantly Overdress after Bermuda, at least. So yeah, this is very exciting. Like, we have Blood, Chaos Breaker, Ghosty, Dauntless, Ashley, Hanzo again. I guess that's that. Let me know your thoughts on this. I'm super excited for more Granblue, obviously. Let me know what you're excited about. Let me know what you think about this set. Do you think this means Overdress is maybe only due for the second half of 2021? Do you think it comes right after this? What does this even mean for Overdress? What does this mean for Standard? This means so much, I don't even know. I can't wrap my head around it right now. I'm seeing that ghosty pirate and I'm excited. That's all. Once again, like, subscribe. Be sure to enter the giveaway for the playmats or buy any using the code Solemn. And I will see you soon. Ciao.